Just returned from Europe. Macron in France has said that he wants to install 1 million heat pumps by the end of 2025. We just signed a massive contract with a French company who will ultimately produce our heat pumps and products under license in France itself. In the meantime, we will be shipping them product in excess of $60 million. And the overall value of the contract over 5 years is almost $700 million.
Welcome back to another exclusive interview right here at smallcapvoice.com.
The business model is based on energy and pollution, and we've got a vast range of products that satisfy both of these elements. And at the same time, we don't consume as much power as most other products do. So it's pretty diverse.
There was a beautiful YouTube video announced or released, I should say, on the Dalrada YouTube page. You can see it here. You can see the link there. And it talks a lot about that video, really lays the groundwork for this press release as well, which is Dalrada Financial Corporation announces heat pump product expansion, enters home and residential heat pump market. Dateline on that, viewers, is April 2nd. We've known about this move for your company. It's an obvious extension of what you've already been doing in the heat pump market. But this has got to be exciting for you. I mean, the opportunity that's at hand for your company is absolutely immense in Europe, of course, as we've already spoken, but here in the United States as well, Brian.
The reality of carbon credits as we deploy our products and services into the market, that's going to provide us an annuity stream of revenues that goes straight to the bottom line. And as the market continues to penetrate the ESG technology, we'll be able to capture these credits. We'll be able to offer them to people that want to buy them and trade them. And we see that as a really, I hate using the word unique, but it's a very consistent revenue generator for us that no one else has. All we got to do now is produce the product and get it installed and keep moving forward.
Well, and Dalrada is a company that's defined by certain segments of the company. And in addition to what we talked about reducing carbon footprints and reducing emissions, you've also got other segments within your company. Specifically, in reading that outlook from you, we talk about the specialty pharmaceuticals markets. We've seen a real impressive revenue run rate from the company. Can we get some numbers from you on that?
Sure. Approximately in the first quarter, ending September, we hit about $3 million. The second quarter, we hit $6 million, therefore a doubling. And I anticipate that doubling to continue.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I'm not sure that we see that kind of revenue generation from even entire entities when you're talking about microcap stocks, and that's just one of your wholly owned subsidiaries.
We got into the pharmacy business basically by COVID testing. When the COVID testing stopped, we continued to expand that product or that particular market segment, and that segment is growing exponentially and at a fantastic rate. It's helped contribute to our sales in the first 2 quarters of this year, our fiscal year.
Dalrada Financial Corporation announces $4.5 million in cost-cutting reductions to accelerate that path to profitability. We were impressed by you, Brian, in our very first interview. There was no question from you, and it was a straight answer. When are you going to be cash flow positive? And it's like, hey, we're going to be cash flow positive in 2024. We took a step back when we heard that, but now we see these moves. We see why your confidence is there. Let's just talk briefly on this press release as well.
Surely, we as we said earlier, we have pivoted from a development company now into a product company, and we shed some of that expensive overhead that we had in place for engineering that we no longer require. And that has shed that, and we are putting our efforts into the sales and marketing programs, and you're soon going to see the results of that in the company's performance. I'm happy to buy the stock at these prices, and I'll be happy to buy the stock at elevated prices because I'm there to support the shareholders and do what I ask others to do, and that's support the company and buy the stock.
Yeah, and that's got to be music to the ears of your shareholders and existing investors. And also, that is a call to new investors to understand the type of CEO that you'd be investing in with a guy like Brian Barnes. Is there any convertible debt on the books as it stands today? I know there was debt that was converted into preferred shares, but I believe that's all held by insiders. Is that correct?
That's correct. And related parties. And we did that to show our confidence in the company. And we are all governed by Rule 144 and therefore restricted and any volume selling at any time.
Right. So viewers, that means leak out rules apply. That means less than 1% or as much as 1% of the trading volume for any day. We're going to get some color from Brian right now. So the date line on this first one we're going to discuss is Thursday, March 14th. It's important that we understand this move and what it really means. Dalrada Corporation announces authorized share reduction, highlighting huge growth potential. This in an 8K financial. And here's the subheadline: company reduces authorized shares and satisfies debt. Okay, there's another big one to pull from there. Cleaning up capitalization to lay groundwork for anticipated growth and future success. Brian, this is a big management move, and it's a validation that you're sending out to your shareholders as well. Is that a fair assessment?
Absolutely. And if I may, well, eloquent, I think your words are understating the effect of the things that we have just recently done.
This is not part of that plan. The plan is to grow the company substantially in sales to support the issued shares that are in the market today. And we don't anticipate reverse split to achieve a stock price to allow us to uplist. We'll get that stock price by performing and doing our job.
What it does is it shows that shareholders don't need to be afraid of further dilution. It shows shareholders that we are going to earn our way into profitability and not dilute our way into success. And I think that the shareholders that are savvy enough to understand that will be very confident and invest in the company moving forward.